In this video, I'm going to talk through some of the components of our syllabus. So as you can see at the top of the syllabus, I have the Zoom link for all of our synchronous online classes, and we'll use that same link for any office hours. Feel free to email me anytime you want to set up a time to meet. I do those by appointment, so anytime you want to talk through something, we can use this link and hop on and have a conversation. And this is the same link you'll use for our synchronous online classes. As you scroll down, you can see the schedule of our class. So this class is mostly online asynchronous, but we have that meeting point weekly on Tuesdays from 4:30 to 6 p.m. So that's something that's different than our other TESOL BDL courses if you've taken them, because it's a summer course and because it's condensed. I find that to be a nice touch point so that we can dive deeper into some of the content so you can get to know your classmates better. And so we can do some sharing of some of the work that you'll be doing in class. And here you see a little bit of a description of what the course is about. Obviously, our focus is translanguaging and translanguaging pedagogy. So we'll be diving into that together. I also want to draw your attention to the required texts. There's a brand new version of the course text that we've been using now for a few years. So make sure that you purchase it. It's the second edition of the Translanguaging Classroom, Leveraging Student Bilingualism for Learning. And we'll be jumping in with that textbook right away. So get your hands on that book so you can begin reading with us. And then scroll down and you see the grading policy and outline. So here are the different assignments and the weight of each and the grading scale. And then I want to spend a little bit of time talking through what you see here under course assignments. So the way I structured the course is each week you have kind of one main assignment you're focusing on, with the last 2 weeks kind of stretching across, focusing on your final project. So we'll, in addition to that, we also have the discussion board reflections, which you'll be doing every week to engage with the readings. You'll be responding to at least 2 classmates in that discussion forum. And of course, coming on to participating in Brightspace, being a part of our synchronous online classes is an important piece of the course. So here you see the identity text, which will be a part of week 1, and I'll give you more information about that in our first synchronous class. And then just to give you a brief preview for this assignment, you will be thinking about your own linguistic identity, and you'll be reflecting on it through 2 different media, a language portrait and an I am from poem. Then the second week, the linguistic landscape or schoolscape project will be your main focal project. The third week, you'll be doing an article analysis where you'll get to select an article that sounds interesting to you, a research article focusing on translanguaging, and you'll be analyzing it and kind of summarizing that article. And then for the fourth week, you'll be choosing a text and thinking about how you might use it for translanguaging for a lesson. And the text will be a bilingual text, a multilingual text, or one that showcases translanguaging. We have many, many options of text that are on our URI Translanguaging Lab website, and I would love for you to choose one of those because then we can link whatever you create to that website. Although you're welcome to choose another text if you would like. And then finally, the major kind of final summative project you're working toward is a translanguaging pedagogy portfolio. And so for that, you will be looking across the 10 purposes for translanguaging that I developed with my colleague Sarah Hessen. And you'll be thinking about how you might address those purposes using translanguaging for a context that you teach in, or if you're a pre-service teacher, for one that you imagine you might teach in. And so that will be you'll be making a website that has all of these resources and these ideas for application that you'll be working on kind of throughout the latter half of the course. If you are a PhD student taking this class, instead of the Translanguaging Pedagogy Portfolio, you have a final research paper that you'll be working on, and I'll give you some more information about that. All right, so please do read through the rest of this. All of these syllabus statements are important. And the last thing I want to draw your attention to is the course schedule. So you can see here the readings and viewings, which should be done by Friday of each week. So the week begins on Monday. We have our synchronous class on Tuesday when we'll be online together from 4:30 to 6. And then you have these readings and viewings to complete by that Friday. Your discussion board, the first post is always for Friday, and then the responses are due Sunday, and any assignments that are due are always due on Sunday. And you see that here for the second week, third week, fourth week, and our final week together. And I put this, I made the schedule into kind of an easily visible format so you can see when things are due and what you'll be working on. And if you need an APA reference from anything you engage with in the class, those are all here. So you can just copy and paste. Some additional resources are below. And then for our article analysis paper, these are the articles that you can choose from. Again, you have the full APA format. And these are the 10 purposes that we're going to be working with in the class. So that is our syllabus. I look forward to seeing you all very soon and to learning with you together in this class.